Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about Div 5.
I
I know you guys
recognize
don't.
these people.
I'm Randomus Namus, and I'm here with Kyle Meir. That's the one that was just talking. And Iron Master's here too. I think
I'm
he may
somewhat
even
here.
know something about you guys.
Nah, these guys are new. Anyway, I think we can look at the scoreboard here and detain all the information we need with the Liz Tekkas versus Corn's Glory. Now, I'm going to tell you a little about these guys. The Liz Tekkas are about the Lizard team's skinks, and they do like leveling up. They have some stand firm source after block, and it's interesting. And then Corn's Glory has literally one block piece on Chaos.
I've heard about Corn's
And
Glory.
Shreds everybody.
Their gimmick is great. It's just like Almighty Blow and Claw, right?
Yep, and some guard and some tackle, and he took
Who
a
needs
block, and it makes me mad.
I love that it's just 3 injuries to 3 injuries. They're both in it for blood.
Yeah, not for lack of trying. They were going at it.
Good. All right. So it ended up tied up 1-1.
Yes,
Tied 1-1. Got some SCP both ways. Nothing died, which is a lame thing.
Yeah, man. It's Chaos versus Lizard. Some skink should have died.
Yeah. We'll see how they're going at the end. Like I already see that there's a blodge skink on this team, so that's cool.
Yeah, there is a blodge skink here. It got the MVP. What's this injury? Is this? It was just a badly hurt or some.
Yeah, I know. You go up against Corn's Glory, and then you only see like a badly hurt as everything, and it's like, did you do anything?
I mean, that's the thing about lizards is they're not actually that scary to your skinks until they have tackle. I mean, yeah, getting 2D beats sucks, but at least the 5 isn't going to kill you until you run into that first guy that's got Mighty Blow, tackle, and block. Then your skinks are just dead.
So I want to know what this blodge skink gets for a level.
Well, we'll see that in a minute.
No, it hasn't picked it yet.
You'll see never.
Oh well.
He probably doesn't even know.
Oh man, Corn's Glory took a bunch of injuries here.
By the way, I would
Mighty Blow Warrior gets minus armor and the minus agi on a Mighty Blow Claw Beastman.
Yeah, it turns out when you don't have block, you lose a lot of pieces.
Yep.
Yep.
He's got 4 block now. What is this?
Wait, what? Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna get that later.
Let's just keep going through the games. So the next is Always Shady and
It's always
Sylvania.
Shady in Sylvania, and the Cantaker's Cretaceans. And now the Cantaker's Cretaceans have tons, and I mean tons, of Saurus development. They played the
bought a bunch
market
of
game,
Saurus, right?
and it is rocking. But
Yep.
then they only have like a couple skinks that are worth anything.
That is intentional. Like
It's always Shady in Sylvania. I think just took a minus armor on their good doggo with
That is
Mighty
correct.
Blow and Juggernaut.
Correct. It
Ooh.
is Lodge, Mighty Blow, Juggernaut, Tackle. There's
I'm still mad it's
104 SPP.
that's rough.
Do you keep 104 SPP double 7 AV Wolf? Because I certainly
Of course.
Yeah, you ride that thing until it dies.
Easy.
There's also minus armor on a ghoul in that game that's got Blod Sure Hand sidestep. So like his ball carrier gets minus armored too.
I mean, that's fine. You just recycle it, and now you're cheaper.
Yep,
I mean, it still sucks. It's 49 SPP. He was a Kaz away from a level.
it's ghouls. You expect to cycle them. That is the necro life.
But the interesting part here is it's the same amount of blocks both sides. It's just the lizards were getting more for their hits with 3 injuries and 4 KOs compared to 4 KOs and an injury.
Yep, they're also able to
I
convert
feel
points.
like the skinks were probably just getting popped rather than Saurus, and then he could keep rolling.
That's likely. Like, Buzz.
Actually, it's two Sauruses took injuries here.
Okay, I totally lied.
Huh.
The killer that levels here takes a badly hurt. Oh, he takes a miss next game. And gets break tackle for his trouble. That said, a black guard Saurus takes a minus strength.
Ooh, that's just
That's
dead.
called a fired Saurus.
Yeah, he was the minus move one anyway, but that still sucks to lose 26 SPP worth of Saurus. That's
He
big.
just
Just
picks up
buy
a new one
another
off the
one.
market.
Does he have the money? Like, I know last season he actually bought 2 of these Sauruses.
Yeah.
Yeah, Buzz,
That's
this is
fine.
a bro. He's a nice guy. He taught me to play lizards. So I always appreciate that. All right.
You know, I just realized it was probably the wolf being gone that really threw him off here.
Oh, so he had to induce Cheney, which frankly is fine. Cheney's real good.
His wolf got hit off,
Oh,
as in minus armored.
So he just didn't have it for most of the game.
I don't know when that happened. But yeah, that's certainly possible. If that guy's gone, that's a huge problem.
I think I played both of these next guys.
Okay. Maybe.
Yeah,
One's
Nightmare on
Sunhawk and the other's Uber the Noober, and it's the Nightmare on Elm Street versus the High Fivers.
Yes.
Now, Nightmare on Elm Street is a guy who just rolls agility ups on literally everything and has fun. And then High Fivers have the best wolves that you'll see later. And I'll leave it at that.
I faced him last season. I was happy to draw him as dwarves. Holy crap.
Lots of development here. Wow.
Oh, that white. Look at that. I like it. He's going all in.
Oh, he took shadowing on it?
Hell yeah.
It's only got movement 6, but... I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Like, shadowing mathematically gets good at movement 7, but at movement 6, it's acceptable.
Honestly, I would have loved to see Stand Firm, but I just can't say no to shadowing.
I would have liked shadowing after a movement up, but, like,
That's a spicy pick. There was some other development in this game too. Both of the blitzers on this elf team got the 76 SPP.
Yep.
One of them rolled plus strength.
As you do, just roll more stats. I think that's actually his first plus strength.
It is.
God.
But I mean,
We'll talk about it some more later.
it's
Like,
fun.
there are a bunch of BHs in this game. I think that's
I
probably
mean,
the story here.
32 armor breaks. That's the story.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you
that's
get
a
turned
number.
into paste.
55 blocks for 32 armor breaks. I suspect there's also some fells in that mix.
Yeah,
I
there's
mean,
spells.
It's a
and
game against
then-
elves.
Anyway, now that we know the story of that one, Cogs of War versus Organized Crime, which is dwarves versus ogres.
I played Organized
tied.
Crime.
Yeah.
That's... I was happy to not tie him. Like, this man knows what he's doing. This is Spicesaurus, or...
Indeed, it is.
Now, I'm surprised that he actually got the tie here, considering like dwarves are notorious for just shredding the stunties and then having dauntless
Holy
for them.
shit! Yes,
So-
he shredded the stunties.
He does, but the thing about this team is it just doesn't care. Like, is the plan on this team, having played against him with dwarves, is he's going to break tackle into your cage with that strength 6 ogre. It still exists, right?
Yep, he's still there.
And then it just hits your ball carrier and his dwarves. If the ball lands on the ground as dwarves, and there's a bunch of ogres around it, it's very possible that you just don't get to pick that ball up again.
Guess what the strength 6 ogre did this game?
Leveled?
It leveled. Guess what it rolled?
Plus
Strength?
Plus edgy.
Oh my god!
So now it's 5639.
Jeez.
Yeah, 5639 mighty blow break tackle juggernaut.
Oh boy. Yeah, that thing was already obnoxious enough. And this man knows how to play some ogres.
And I think what swung it was the 4 injuries for the ogres too. Just
yeah.
he was popping something.
Yeah, now I think hilariously, one of the Noblars in this game took a minus strength, which is just a mixed match game for these guys. It's great.
It's
Yeah.
fun.
You just keep it.
Yeah, he doesn't even have an injury anymore. It's just a mismatch game.
Oh dear, is the one that got the MVP?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, the player was not found when I clicked on this thing.
Oh no, that guy's probably dead. There was a dead one as well and a minus armor one. The plus strength Noblar though is fine. He took a badly hurt but survived.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
There's also some
Let's look
expensive
at that
development on the other team.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
get
same
there.
with the Rough and Tumble gang versus the Really Silent.
That's
Definitely.
an admin win.
Yeah.
Did Purple Saber drop at the end of this?
Looks like.
Yes, if it didn't happen, it doesn't look like, because it's an O2 with no dice rolled.
And some incorrect
And
SPP.
And
Then
then we have
we'll
another
skip
bye. We have another bye week here.
This is the
Yeah.
bye week team. That'd be a good naming gimmick.
The Flyboys?
Yeah, no, they win here. This
Yeah.
next to last game is a bye as well, which
Wait.
is why we have this team named this as a bye week team.
Yeah. Exactly.
And our last up is Fear and Bloating.
Yep.
Fear and Bloating and These Violent Delights, which just these are Nurgle without even a Beast of Nurgle. They like playing it just without it, and it's
Such a
showing
violent
results.
Hmm.
And then these Violent Delights have just been getting ripped apart halfway through the second season for them, and they're just not lasting.
I mean, they didn't
Man.
lose anybody this time, and they've got these plus Agi girls, so...
I mean, I just think their game plan's not working, considering how it's going.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, what is their game plan? I guess we'll get into that as we get
Passing
into
a bit.
teams. I don't know about Agi 3
it
passing.
certainly looks like, well, there's an Agi 4 passer here and like a strong arm accurate, so like he's 2+ing here, I think, most of the time, but
It's a 2+.
you're still catching with Agi 3 if you're not throwing to the Agi 4 catcher.
Yep. Before we go into that, do we want to mention the two people that went on? It looks like it was High Fibers from Uber and Fear and Bloating from Red Joker.
There you go. And it was not particularly close. Had a 2-game lead here at the end over the Dark Elves.
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty close because I'm pretty sure this was like 7 and 8 before this week.
Yeah, loss
So with how
and
this
then a
actually
win.
shook out, Nightmare on Elf Street was actually at the top, and just went and dropped with a bunch of losses and stuff.
Just like the old 6006.
Yeah, it's just like, oh yeah, I was doing great, and then boom.
That's
And then the
unfortunate.
Rebellion Scions were just doing their job. It's always Shady and Sylvania was showing a respectable performance at the beginning. He was second, and people just started flipping positions left and right. And then Uber the Nuber came up from being in the middle of the pack to the top. And Red Joker just was solidly playing and made it there.
Cool. Let's look at these teams.
Yep, let's look at him.
All right, Rough and Tumble
So,
Gang.
Rough and
Purple
Tumble
Sable
Gang.
dropped.
Yeah, he's definitely tossing this team to the side. So let's just look at what's going on to the player market.
Oh,
There
there's
are
some
two
sweet
great
ones going to
Black
the
Orcs.
player market.
So
Look at that
this
thing.
we're
Black
talking about a
Troll.
block troll, right?
Hey! Spoiler to anybody who watches these videos, this is a gem. Let's
Yeah,
be
man,
cute.
this blitzer with diving catch is kind of weird, but like it's just like his development turned out awesome.
Like,
Yeah. Once you become vampire orc, things are okay.
you just accept diving catch as like one of those weird star player picks.
What you gotta realize though is that now he can be marked once and tossed to, and it's still a 2+ to catch it.
He's the king now.
Yeah. That's impressive. I don't
So
think you
he's
buy.
definitely gonna be one who goes up there.
Yeah.
And I see
They might
the
buy the
Black Orcs
thrower.
No, that throws all normals. You don't want that.
Oh, but it's got 37 SPP. They might buy it. I don't know. I mean, just the stuff that they'll take from a retiring team is a lot more lax. Like they might even take this block guard guy.
I mean, I would take Block Guard and Block Black Orc. Like, honestly,
Exactly.
you
10
buy.
SPP block black orc might end up on the market too.
No, you buy that thing. Like, I would
Yeah.
buy that thing
Everyone
over.
wants those.
I would
mean,
buy that.
that's- So if you were just trying to sell it to the market to buy another black orc, they probably wouldn't take it.
Right. But here's
Yeah,
the
but
thing.
if you're just tossing it down,
Exactly. They'll take like anything that anybody might buy, which this guy is certainly awesome. If you need to replace a dead black orc, he is perfect.
I will buy this thing over that minus movement, Mighty Blow, Guard, Black Orc we talked about earlier. Buy this thing or this thing. Just buy them.
Yeah, how about
I would
this
take
one
the
here
stand
that's
firm
got
over any
stand
person.
firm? Yeah. This guy's awesome. Like, he doesn't need 4 movement when he's got stand firm. That's
He's a
fine.
mummy.
He's going to
Yeah.
stand in the middle. That's his job.
Like, you only need 3 movement to stand up, guys.
I would probably buy the other two first. But that's me.
I would take
maybe-
the developed one, but
Yeah,
that's
this
just me.
developed one has 3 times as many SPP on him, and he's like getting close to another level. So
Eh.
this guy turns into, I mean, I guess, what does he even take next time?
grab maybe
Tackle.
or tackle.
Ooh,
He has
tackle.
a
dribble.
Piling on.
Yeah.
Only takes 3 movement to stand up.
He rolls doubles and gets jump up.
Yeah, but then you don't have pile on.
Yeah, it's true. Then you have to get the legend.
He
That
could become a
tragedy.
legend.
The point
Anyway,
is,
let's move on.
that's
this
a
team,
nice
this
selling.
team is going to show up in season
season
10
10.
again.
Yeah.
all right, Cogs of War,
Oh.
some dwarves. How does this guy do dwarves? He takes piling on
He likes
his
it.
death roller. Huh.
What?
No.
Okay.
Don't
I mean,
do that.
sure, I
That's right.
guess. Just use the blender.
His Troll Slayer is kept with minus AV. You need to sell that thing.
I do like this naming scheme, and I do like that the Death Roller is the Coltrane, baby.
No, I mean, it is a cool team. I dig it. I don't like Diving Tackle on your Troll Slayer. I do like Mighty Blow Tackle first on both these Troll Slayers. I think that's great. And I also think this Troll Slayer with plus strength and guard, this is your star. This thing is great.
He's cool. What do you take on these 2 levels that have been rolled here, assuming they're normals?
If that's normals on a runner, you take some tackle on it, probably.
Yeah, I think so.
And if
You
that's
recycle
no...
it.
Yeah, you like fire him if he rolls normals, honestly.
He's your passing one, so maybe no, you just fire it. Just recycle and get yourself a wrestle one, and you'll be a lot happier.
I totally agree that you just like roll him into wrestle, and then if he doesn't roll doubles again, maybe tackle, and then if he doesn't roll doubles again, like strip all, I guess, and think about finding the gun again.
Yeah, like I like the other guy because having dodge is good. Accurate is, I'm actually gonna have to think about that for my own runner if it ever levels again.
I would like leader personally on that, even though your rerolls are cheap. That guy's not getting hit down, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So it also still gets you like 30 TV back. Like that's a lot.
So the issue with that is the fact that I don't think you like starting 2 runners, especially when you're 12 dwarves and you've got a death roller. I mean,
what do you want for 4th skill on a line beard or on a long beard? Yeah, not a line beard.
piling on.
I agree.
Arabi has shown me the light.
I mean, you stand firm. I would love to see grab because you just toss people in between guard every time.
It's
like throw them into the backfield and
like
put them in the rape cage.
Real talk, you do a mixture of piling on Mighty Blow and grab stand firm. I think probably one of these does one, and the other might do the other. Man, he only is trying to get 1 more tackle on this guy. This guy's got guard, dodge. What's the injury here? Just a miss next game? Oh, that thing's fine.
How do you feel about the minus armor Longbeard?
Kill it. No, seriously, kill this thing. This is dead.
I don't even care what the 31 SPP gets it. That guy's dead in my eyes.
That Troll Slayer's also dead. Like,
he's pretty dead.
You need to kill these.
Diving tackle's cool, and you had to roll doubles to get it and stuff, but that guy's gonna have 0 SPP for as long as you wait.
Real talk.
Personally, I just want to see the Troll Slayer recycled first, and he can keep the Longbeard while he doesn't have money to replace it. And then you get the Troll Slayer palm this time, and you finally get your true removal piece.
And if you get double, you take jump up.
Nope.
That's what I really want on my second Troll Slayer, and why I'm not that broken up about having to recycle one. I mean,
everywhere.
At any rate, we've danced around it enough. This team is great. You kill this Death Roller.
This team.
Yeah, it really is.
You kill a Death Roller, despite the fact it has the best name.
Yeah, I think you fire this Death Roller, and then you have like a 17.
Yeah, it's cheap and efficient.
70, whatever. Like, it's really efficient. And you have like 2 levels, so it's a little bigger. It's like right at 1800 still.
And you also are cycling your Troll Slayer, and you cycle that Troll Slayer, and that frees up a whole bunch of team value. You're in good shape.
Now, I have one question for you guys. Should he get another Blitzer?
What? Yes.
Why would I want to read that he only has 1 Blitzer? Why would you tell me that?
No, you get the other Blitzer. It's just good. I mean, I love his first Blitzer. This is great. Movement dodge is everything you want out of a Dwarf Blitzer. You get another one. It's good.
It's a better long beard, yeah.
Yeah. It's just now, what's the priority for him in your eyes?
In my eyes,
Blitzer first, yeah.
You buy the Blitzer first, you fire the Death Roller, you recycle the Troll Slayer, then you cycle the Longbeard. And your dwarves, you will have the money.
I swear we pay attention.
Yeah, okay.
Good team.
Let's leave our
same
behind. To Sunhawk.
Oh, this is the stat elves, isn't it? Oh, those are some stat elves.
Fun stat elves.
Let me tell you,
Look at all the skills too, just with all the stats.
That's gonna be some legends, unless they die.
Maybe, yeah, unless they die. I go and click Ain shall never die.
This is the team that had the first double kneecapped player that was Agility 5 I've seen. It was great. He got fired, and he got a new lineman that did the same thing.
I think at some point we cycle this leader runner. You took leader temporarily as a stopgap. At this point, this is just better off as a line elf.
I mean, honestly, it's not even hurt. Nothing here is hurt.
Yeah,
he can just keep it for as long as he wants, and then get a bench.
I mean,
I don't see any reason to fire him.
I don't think you're aggressively trying to fire it. I think you're just waiting until it dies.
Yeah, I can see that. But guys,
like he's never gonna die.
The Juggernaut Witch Elf.
Oh my god! Like I didn't. So back in the day, I saw double Juggernaut Witch Elves, and I thought that's cool. Now, having seen it, and leap, it has leap.
Yeah, it's a war dancer with strip ball and Juggernaut now. Like it's a fucking monster.
Please note, this thing only wants block so it doesn't die. I would take wrestle on this thing if I ever lived long enough.
No, you don't even need either. Like this guy is only ever taking a block on a blitz. Like Juggernaut covers it there, so just don't let it take hits.
That's the
honestly,
real thing.
I just like wrestle, but it's still just like it does its job without it.
So
unless it's a sure hands piece, and then you're just kind of SOL.
So the reason I was suggesting wrestle is so that this thing doesn't die. Maybe that's not worthwhile. Maybe it just takes fend.
No, I see wrestle and tackle just as the next two levels, because you're just gonna have the levels for it. It's not hard to get, and then you're really good at sacking the ball.
I mean, so if this thing rolls doubles, what do you take?
You take
Mighty Blow. Mighty Blow.
You could take Mighty Blow, but you're a strip ball guy. Like, you already don't have block, so your both downs aren't knocking people down. And like,
I'm literally just gonna say you don't take doubles.
I don't think you do.
Like, I would say stand firm, but the joke there is it's sidestep because this thing is a surf machine.
That too. It's just like, is that stand firm? Let's go.
Nah, you take sidestep though, because I think it does what you wanted out of stand firm better.
This team is made out of monsters. Killed all the edge 5 elves. You should re-roll this team and not sell any of them to the player market.
Like, real talk, we haven't talked about them, but this block guard elf way at the top.
All Noblarg ogres and pay your penance.
This black guard elf is still great.
The guard blitzer is great because he's like, I'm just gonna hold this sideline for my witch elf to pass by, and then we're good.
Oh my goodness, this is like everything you'd ever want out of Dark Elves.
This team's great. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Yep. Keep it up, Sunhawk. We love the team.
This is Oh, that's what happened.
This is our poor injured 104 strength wolf.
Whatever, you keep it.
Yes, 104 strength wolf.
He doesn't even lift, bro.
So it's actually 1560, which is remarkably trim. Oh, right, because he's got dead Franks. That's
also you don't have Franks anymore. Yeah, they're seconds.
And his whites are also they're just guard pieces.
Yeah, one's literally one match, and that's his first one, and then the other is 11 matches.
There's a lot of TV missing on this team right now, too.
Well, I think you cycle the school when you can afford to. You can afford to cycle this ghoul.
Yeah, you can't keep dumping SPP onto this thing, man.
Just toss this one ghoul, and then you go up to 13 players with your zombies, and then you just kind of have to play with that minus armor werewolf. It's not the biggest deal in the world, honestly.
No, that guy he's still awesome with the 2 doubles. Like, you just have to be super mega ultra careful with him now.
Like, the other ghoul is eventually going to be a sacker.
Yeah, he's going to be a sacker, and it's going to be good times. But then the last thing is, get your damn levels on your flesh golems. Block guard is amazing on them.
Mm-hmm.
How do you get flesh golems to level in this league?
You feed them touchdowns.
The trick is,
especially this high in the dip.
You don't throw out your flesh golems like candy. Second is you actually try every once in a while to get a TD on them to advance it. I've seen a man build flesh golems in Div 1. Anyone can do it.
You're not wrong that it is possible, but it is hard to score on a Black Orc again.
you might throw some games to try and get some flesh golem levels, and that's never an exciting season. But this team needs them. Like these are not doing their job right now.
I will say
5 guard compared to 3 guard.
I will say that I think that it is not a bad idea to try and get a vanity pass on these flesh golems when you can. Like, you have plenty of other places to try and stick an SPP when you can't score on, like, turn 8 or whatever, but if you make the pass with the flesh golem here, you get block.
Block huge.
It's a reward that's way better than a point.
Yeah, and, like, this ghoul is bloat, kill it. I would actually consider the second ghoul as your 13th guy, just so it's another mobile piece, but I admit it might just be the zombie.
I like second ghoul, personally.
At any rate, team's fine. Like, the fact that it has guard block zombie, I was hovering it because I think that this is actually one of the best players on this team. You fished for guard zombie,
no
and you
doubt.
were rewarded.
It's just great. Why do you think it has one of the most SVP players besides, like, positionals?
Yeah.
Because it's a werewolf.
Heck, it's literally better than both whites.
Uh-huh. I mean, it is. Like, this thing is great.
I don't know how this thing is. How many MVPs does this guy have?
Probably 5.
Let's see. No, he's got 2.
Yeah.
He's got 2 KAs, 2 MVPs.
Having played some
2
Necro.
touchdowns.
What?
He's already
What?
using that for touchdowns. And we're not using flesh golems? What is this?
I suspect this is a result of concedes. This is a result of concedes.
That's possible.
Oh,
And,
right.
like, sometimes the zombie's the one that's near the ball and is a scoring threat when it's been fumbled around. And, like, that does happen. Like, I could see that he would be the one that you chose out of the collection of zombies to score with.
That said, 7 injuries. That's just the fact that sometimes you end up taking a lot of zombie blocks in games that are going your way. And they get there on levels. Like, zombie development's real. That's the thing that playing Necro taught me, is that zombies are my favorite lino because they do what you want. Unless my lino's a positional.
You need to play a game with a rotter on your side, man.
Yeah, you might make me go around on Nurgle. But speaking of that, let's go around to our next team.
Yeah, let's go talk about Chaos instead.
Yeah.
The
10 coins, nice chaos team that has block now.
Excuse me.
man.
Let's go talk about Corn instead. Let's call it by what it is.
To be honest, though, he's kind of due to actually have block, and it is rocking the team now.
So
he ran out of things to take instead.
He could have used more tackle and pile on. He could have used it pile on. Come on, what is this?
You could have taken some piling on. That's fair. But like this team is sweet for what it's doing, and it's in a spot where it's about to get a bunch more development. Look at 2 of them are like a touchdown away, and a lot more close as well.
I think
the Minotaur is about to level.
Just put a vanity pass in your Minotaur.
I mean, I would do it.
I mean, he has Mighty Blow, though. You could just hit stuff.
You can put block on it.
I mean, if you get block on that Minotaur, do you take it?
Does Chaos Minotaur get mutes on normals?
They're normals, so he can take claw.
Just put claw on it.
Yeah. I mean,
you can't ruin the theme.
This is a really neat gimmick. I don't think it's good, but I don't think that's the point. So I'm not gonna make a soapbox about it because I know this guy knows. He knows.
Yeah, no, 10 coin knows what he's doing.
He's just having fun, and
keep doing it. I salute you.
I'm pretty sure everyone else is always fearing. They're like, this is the time my team explodes.
Nobody wants to play against you. You're doing it right.
Please, let me say this is the most Mighty Blow I've seen today, and this is far and away the most Claw I've seen today. Like, it's not remotely close. It is not remotely close, and, like, I've looked at a lot of Chaos and a lot of Nurgle today. This is the most Claw.
7 Claw, 9 Mighty Blow.
See, you forget, it's actually just Claw Mighty Blow. That's just 7
1 skill.
And then there's an extra Mighty Blow.
Yeah, there's a couple of guys with Mighty Blow that haven't gotten to Claw yet.
Yeah. Alright, that's beautiful.
Let's go talk about Bus's Lizards.
Okay, so, yeah. Oh man, you weren't kidding. Oh no, he's got developed skinks. He's got 2 great ones. And he's got an agility skink now.
He's got a
They
stand up.
weren't as developed okay. Last time I saw him.
Look
It's
at
fair.
Look at
this
that.
plus,
They're
look
niggled.
at this 3-strength blodge skink, no developed skinks.
Wow.
Not as developed skinks. Thank you very much.
Well, this Crocs KT Boundary's doing its job. That's a dead Saurus. That's a
Take
piling
it
on
out.
Saurus.
319 stat line isn't worthwhile. Come on.
Break tackle, piling on tackle. Yeah, I like this thing. That is a killer.
I mean, he's got 200K in the bank. He knows what he's doing. He's probably literally going to buy 2 more Sauruses this offseason. He knows what he's
He only
doing.
needs to
He
get
was
one.
So I was talking to him actually about what he was going to buy here because he talked to us pretty regular. He's in my clan. He was talking about buying the block skink that I put on the market for my terrible team last season. And then this Saurus ate a minus strength, and now he's looking at the Saurus again.
Man, you sound like it's a carbine decision. Like, oh man, he really wanted this one, and then he just ended up having to do this one because of the timing.
I was really excited that my one player off of my Lizards team was going to have a home again.
Yeah, well, somebody's probably going to want a block skink. It's just maybe someone else.
He's cursed. You don't actually want him on your team.
Also, can I just say, I really like the blodge break tackle guard source.
Oh, yeah.
So good. I would like to even just see tackle after that, or stand firm, and it's just.
Oh yeah, I like tackle. I like tackle on him next.
Is there any diving tackle in these skinks? Like, I feel like that might eventually be a skink level.
He's
No,
got
he's
got this
rolled stats.
one turner, and then he's like rolled stats and all the rest of them. So
Yeah, I know that part of his strategy involves hiding the one turner until he needs to use it. But, you know, that's skink life for you. And now he's got an agility
yeah,
skink,
the one
so...
turner doesn't start on the field, right?
No.
He's the
No.
12th.
Yeah, he was probably thinking about going up to the 13-man, so he could even you bench just what you need.
Yeah. He's been
And
been
then
trying to
bring
save
back-
bucks, so like such it is.
I suspect we'll
You
see.
made it. I don't know what the Saurus is on the market cost, but if you can get reliably to buy 2-player market guys, do you play a devastational game?
Yeah, I would see this team going through devastational games just to get a bit more cash. But
It's-
It has
The
to
only
go
problem
in
is
minus
it has-
2 Saurus.
-2 source, and you also have to have 50K bank float.
And you're still 17-20.
So
Like, you're
I think
still
I
getting
talked
paired
myself
something
out of
big.
Not doing that.
Exactly. Like, it's real scary.
Yeah,
I
just
just buy
replace your
one
one.
great Saurus.
yeah, I think you just buy one great Saurus, except that you're either inducing Sibley or going down a Saurus into your first game and just call it good.
I mean,
I mean, down one
you're
Saurus
stuck
isn't
doing
bad.
that in a game no matter what, right?
Yep.
So maybe it is better to just do that in the devastational, but you have to do it against somebody who's going to want to murder your beautiful skink babies that are both niggled.
Yeah, it's
Double
whatever.
stunty.
Alright, moving on.
Yeah.
High fivers.
It's a
Let's
necro.
talk about these wolves. Let me see what they've
No.
gotten since I last saw them.
They're great.
Ooh, those are pretty.
Oh, so the one of them got... I think...
Okay, so they're both Blodge, Mighty Blow, Piling On, and one has Agi and the other has Tackle.
Yep.
Alan
They're
Bud,
beautiful, aren't they?
the Bundys want to kill you.
They just chop down everything.
If I were to play Necro, I would never have a wolf so good
Nope.
as either of these.
Nope.
Now, I want you guys to look at the supporting cast that makes this possible.
No, these
yeah.
are
Yeah,
great
the guards
flesh
will
wolves.
be-
Franks, man, these Franks
Two
are
flesh
beautiful.
wolves. They're just that. They've been that the whole season, and honestly, I still just say they're the best TV efficient Franks because they're just right where they need to be.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
just the
Anything
lights are
else
doing their
on
job.
them is just gravy. Like the tackle is honestly a little bit bloaty because they're never marking the dodge guys.
So what you want on these things is double so they can have blodge firm with guard.
Exactly.
Sure, yes, but
Or Mighty
that's-
Blow, because more Mighty
minus
Blow
6
doesn't
of the
hurt
time.
when this
It's
is
even less
actually your
than that,
game plan.
right?
Yeah,
Just
more
like-
than Mighty Blow.
Would you take Agi on a flesh column? Probably not.
No.
Never.
Yeah, 2 to 3 doesn't matter when you're not making agi rolls on them. It's just wasted TV. I would take dodge if I got the doubles. Would you take movement?
No.
No. I don't
No.
think you want it on these guys. They're just pillars. They're in the action anyway.
You'd take the strength.
You take the plus armor.
No way.
I could actually make a case for it because
I know, and that's why I'm disagreeing with you, because it's actually an argument on these guys.
I think it's an argument, and I still think it's wrong.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
this team's
80-10, and now you can just stand up literally to anything besides claw. And even though this is sure the time you get claw teams around,
Yes,
that's why you have your own 2 claw palmers.
Exactly
And
that.
you just kill them.
Oh my
Everybody
God.
wants to have a wolf like yours, and you're getting to the TV where people have pieces like that. So, like, I don't like plus armor.
Like, these
It's good
whites...
against armors.
I'm... Like, we talked about the shadowing earlier. Again, I'm a little off it because it doesn't quite have movement 7, but that is a heck of a marker. And I guess you need it when you only have one other tackle. And this guard, mighty blow, dodge, it just does everything you want. It's great. Especially good when you can't blitz with your frenzy guys that you really want to blitz with. But that's important to have.
Yeah, he's literally just missing a plus strength wolf.
What would you buy? Also, would you take this team to the Devastation? I would never.
No.
0% chance.
Why would he take it to the Devastational? It's in playoffs.
It's true.
Oh, this is okay.
Very much so.
How do you not
My
get into
apologies.
playoffs with this team?
Yeah,
man?
okay. It makes way more sense.
Also, these zombie levels are perfect because you've got the one dirty player guy, you've got the guard guy with block, and you've got another block guy. Do you ever take Ghoul 2 on this? Like, he's got the 13 man with just zombies, and he's already real high.
I honestly just like where he's at because he's a really efficient team. He can just stay here. I could see a 14th zombie being in there against the kill team, but 13's
Just
fine
float
for
it.
everybody else.
What are you gonna buy off the player market?
Guard zombie, if it's ever there, you put all your money on guard zombie if they ever show up.
Yeah, honestly, guard zombie is just so good.
Is there a guard zombie?
Probably not.
No, I wouldn't imagine so. Most people
Well,
would
like-
snap that up.
Exactly. Like, otherwise, there's nothing to buy except, like, maybe you upgrade your ghoul to some, like, plus strength guard ghoul if that exists. Or
I
something,
would
but
buy into
otherwise, you don't care, right?
I wouldn't even care. No, so I would actually upgrade this ghoul into a wrestle strip ball ghoul, and if it has tackle, that's great. Otherwise, you just don't care about any other skills on it. So you want like a
Just like-
sacker.
That just taking blitzes away from these two obnoxious, beautiful, beautiful wolves.
It forces people. So I've actually had a lot. I can't deep. Do you want to go into why strip ball actually makes people play different against you, and why that's the actual point of the skill rather than activating it?
Let's just take a moment and say threat of activation is real. Like, I understand what you're saying.
Like, that makes it so you can never ever position against this team like that, and so that he just, instead of playing a game where he wants you to overextend and pick a side, you don't ever get to pick a side, and he just stalls out your drive entirely.
Okay, yeah, I get it.
Like, this
It's
is
certainly an addition that's helpful.
this is an amazing Necro team, and I'm jealous as hell.
Yeah, this team's great.
Okay.
I mean, I've said that a lot, but this div is full of awesome teams, man.
Yeah, this is the team I would want if I played Necro, but I hate Necro, so I'm glad I don't want it.
Let's move on to something I want.
Okay.
Ooh, you want some Fear and Bloating?
Yeah, some fart machines.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay.
Look at 'em.
He's in good shape.
You got the claw attack, almighty blow. Oh, it doesn't have block yet. You'll get there. Got your ball
Yeah,
carrying guy.
I like this choice here. This is the Nurgle warrior that was the 4th one to level, so we take Mighty Blow into claw on him first to get him to catch up. I like this a lot.
Yeah,
Nice
he's gonna
movement.
be the straight killer, I feel.
Yes, and then I like all the other ones being what amount to pillars because they let the straight killer catch up and get ahead. This is like the perfect ball carrier to
I like the
ball carrier.
guard rotter and no other rotter levels. That seems fine to me.
Absolutely. I love that there's no other Rotter SPP.
Could I just say, this is where you wish you had zombies? Just like guard zombie over guard rotter. It's just so good.
I mean, sure, in exactly this situation because he gets to live longer, but this guy can make the emergency dodge and only fails it 1 out of 9.
It's also faster.
Yep.
Faster matters a lot. Like,
He is +1 move, +1 agility at the cost of
No regen and gets
he has
decay.
decay instead of regen. Yeah.
I mean, in any one game, that's great. In a long term, it means your guard guy goes a long way pretty soon.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you don't get to keep him forever. You don't get to cherish and hug him. He's still a fucking rotter. He's garbage. He is not a human being. Don't treat him like he is.
So, yeah, I mean, at this point, you just take development as it comes. Like, he's still developing nicely, except for this Pestigore that's working its way to legend.
Yeah, no, this Pestigore, how many? I bet this guy has like 1,000 yards rushing. I mean, it's 1,204 yards rushing. This is what the ball runner Pestigore looks like. He has 29 matches and 1,200 yards rushing.
21 touchdowns scored. That's what they do.
That's why you have to pad your stats, kids. Just gotta always take your extra movement.
It doesn't actually. It's only forward progress.
Yeah. But speaking of progress, these Nurgle Warriors. This is probably the first Nurgle team that you actually see a bunch of guard on.
Yeah,
I
respect
this.
this.
Right, they go Killy and then have Beast that picks it up, and it's a reason why this team's just so cheap.
Yeah,
because of not having the Beast and Nurgle, you get to be really cheap, and then you get to throw around lots of good skills
and
not get inducements on you.
I don't even mind having the Beast of Nurgle on this team.
I
get a little bloatier, but still, you're the one that they're afraid of anyway.
So I think, and this is an interesting discussion, I think, that you look at what your division looks like and then you choose, do I need another Strength 5 guy?
Playoff team.
Yeah, sure.
Playoff team.
This is a playoff team.
So
I like it being really low because now he can even really contend with elves that are trying to be like, oh yeah, I came from Div 1, give me my spot here. Oh look, I can get that wizard. Oh wait, no, you don't have a beast.
Do you know offhand who he's playing?
Offhand, not exactly. We can take a second to look at it though, but probably not.
I'll look it up while we go through the rest of these.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right.
Let's talk about a spicy one here with some organized crime.
We're just gonna keep mispronouncing his name because he wants us to be uncomfortable and say his name. No, we're just not gonna say it. Sorry, buddy.
You can't say Spicosaurus?
I don't
Nope.
care about Spicosaurus. That's no big deal. I'm just gonna dance around it because it's funny.
Yeah. Wait, he still has the strength noveler. That's hilarious.
It still
wait,
lives.
why are there only 3 ogres on this team?
He just kind of plays inducements now.
Huh.
He lost a lot of ogres due to minus armors and decided to fire them instead of keep them.
I mean, I get it.
He's been saying it's been fun to play with like Bertha and Morgan stuff.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Because he gets like 600 or 800 inducements every game. That makes sense.
That's pretty neat. I mean, I had to play him in my newbie season, and let me tell you, this is terrifying. There's a reason I remembered exactly what left foot does.
Oh man, that's when I need to actually do the stats here on. I'm sitting here staring at this plus strength on this Noblar, and I'm wondering if mathematically it's better as dodge block.
It probably is. It's just now he doesn't get 3-dyed as much.
Okay, but is getting 3-dyed with just dodge better or worse than... Or rather, getting 2-dyed with just dodge better or worse than 3-dyed with blodge? And that was one I couldn't come up with offhand. So, yep. Yeah, this is ogre. It's fucking stat freak ogres. Like, they're great. Buy on 4th one. Don't do whatever. You're a beautiful man for playing these things.
Yeah,
I know he's re-rolling, but one thing I would always say is if you ever want to do better, you always take block over your plus strengths first. It really hurts inside, but it's just so much more like reliability.
That is so true on, I would say, probably like 30+% of the pieces in Blood Bowl that you should just take block over your plus strength.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like the big guy rule. It's like,
you
could have that. Like, exceptions are probably like treatment, because then you get 3 dice for free. Or, no, I guess that's about it.
But even then, like, your tree man's job isn't to punch people. It's to keep standing there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is cool, and if you're re-rolling, okay. That's 3 real cool people that are going to end up on some teams someday, because eventually
Should
somebody's
sell
going to stick
these
with ogres.
and this Noblar to the player market so that the other fun-having ogre coaches can play with these monsters.
You just save up 300k to buy this ogre. And yeah, it's most of your team, but who cares? Look at it.
I bet Forrest would start saving right now if he could.
I mean, if he doesn't reroll, I'm going to tell him to, because I'm going to let him know that
Exactly.
this is on the market. But
Yeah, he has to wait
yeah.
till season 10, but if he makes it through another season, this is a thing to aim for. Like, these are some real good pickups for an ogre team.
Yeah, the only problem is 270k price tag.
That's fine.
You
Just like make a super Noblar to get to the end of the season with and sell it to buy with.
Super Noblars surviving.
Or like,
what have you said?
I don't
here?
know.
So-
Bribe NPA to take your like 1-level ogres as trade-ins.
He'd probably do it honestly.
You
Just
should
like,
probably
you deserve
play
it.
for an ogre team.
It's true. Alright. What else have we got? Oh yeah, these dark elves.
Yep.
It's a
Rebellious
Velociraptor.
Scions, and it's a Velociraptor, and this one was the 3rd place team that
Yeah.
doesn't get to go to playoffs.
Not quite.
Niggle
Look
on
at
this witch
all
elf.
of these niggles.
But that's an agility witch elf. That's still amazing.
But
That's
it's just gonna die soon.
it's a lino with block kick niggle. It's fine. It's not amazing,
Honestly,
but it's fine.
every niggled piece deserves still being on the team because Raj is just really annoying.
Yep.
You need your kick, and then he also had a second kicker that was minus armor, so he chose between a niggle or minus armor.
Yeah.
I think that Raj mathematically is probably better than the niggle. I think it's fine. Like, he just takes punches. He costs more now, but
No,
whatever,
it was
it's
the
only 40k.
kick that he had to replace.
Well,
But
I mean, if he eventually gets other leveled linos, I suspect he'll start cycling these things. I don't think you ever cycle Agi 5 Witch Elf. I think you just ride until it dies.
Absolutely.
ride it until it gets another niggle at least, or a minus armor. I could see it being tossed.
Yeah, minus
Even
maybe
a
a
movement
minus
I'd keep.
armor.
Well,
Yeah, I definitely keep minus move.
yeah. And then, ooh, plus movement blitzer? That's fancy. And a strength 4 blitzer?
Yep.
And a mighty
And a
blow
mighty
one?
blow.
Yeah, this is just a collection of very solid pieces. The Dark Elf story.
And I just want to see this team develop a lot more lineman levels at this point. And just, you get your Raj, get some tackle in there too, and you just have a fun time.
I
He
think
embraces the bloat at this point.
the hard time about this team is the fact that you don't have sacrificial people to put on the line. Like you're probably gonna put wrestle linemen up there, and that's a little rough. But whatever.
You put block lineman up there because now he's basically even harder to hit, and they might waste more time on him.
Yep.
You just kind of put your developed stuff up there, and wrestle's also good because you'll knock someone else down over with you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's their turn. So
Yeah.
you got options.
I like taking these things over dodge, but then you just eventually get dodge on them too, and then they don't go right on the line. It seems great.
What I'm seeing here, though, is he has a filled up bank, so he might even play the market because I know there's a few dark elves like a Mighty Blow Blitzer that you could swap out with a
That'd be
dodge
awesome.
one and just have fun.
You could
I
even
should
take a
certainly
runner.
shop.
You know what he should do? He should buy that assassin off that other Dark Elf coach. We'll see if it's still there.
Oh, the palindromes one.
Yeah. That's a bad
You're
joke.
talking about Boondabutt?
Nuffle Nose Walk Elf Fun.
Yes. Alright, who's next? Flyboys with
Oh,
the
here.
Kleptonite
Let
and
me,
the
Let me stick in a little tidbit here. I was gonna look up who the Necro were playing in the playoffs,
and
but they're playing the one team that is difficult for me to find, which is the Miners winner.
Oh, that's Shadora. That's Lizards.
Huh.
Well, there you go.
Source. But we were looking for the Nurgle one.
Oh, was it the Nurgle one? Then they're playing Big O22, which I can actually find that real fast. Big O22 is Dark Elves again.
in that case, you do not want that
Is it
beast.
Sand Dunes Dark Elves?
It's JPNZ
Japans. Yeah.
or whatever.
I'm not sure how that one's going to go. But I'm going to bet on Fear and Bloating anyway.
I mean,
It's your boy. You can't not.
we're betting on you.
Right.
Which is worse? The tentacles are giving up the TV because I suspect it's probably giving up the TV.
He's just fine where he's at. He doesn't even play with the Beast Nurgle. If he wanted it, he would have picked it up.
Yeah. All right. Let's see who was next. Flyboys.
We're on Flyboys with Kleptonite, and he has the big bank, which I do like because you know what that means.
30K.
Amazing
We
human
play the
player market.
He gets to compete with Moniker here to buy things. Oh no,
And
Moniker was
JJ
in the
Cash.
playoffs. Doesn't have the money. Look at this 330K. That's so many.
Just-
I don't
he's
know.
just gonna buy
What's
something.
even left in the human player market? Is there anything good? There
If I
has to
knew,
be,
I would
right?
tell you.
I believe
you
Look that
wouldn't
up
be
and you guys
saving-
figure that out.
You wouldn't be saving this much money if there wasn't something you were already eyeing, right?
So I actually know for a fact that last season Moniker traded in some actually fine blitzers when he bought Benedict. So
That's
there's
right.
at least that you can use to upgrade either 05 Boyd or Robin Olds 2.0. Like either of those can be upgraded. Blodge Guard Blitzer is great. You keep that thing all day, every day. Lance P. Sejan just does his job fine. He's 2 SPP from a level. That's fine.
Robin needs a bullet.
No, that thing is getting sold for a better blitzer, and you don't get money for it.
Yeah, it's getting fired for another blitzer.
That's fine though. This leader thrower probably should get fired. I mean, I guess that's nice efficiency.
It's got a
You know,
niggle.
How many throws does he have? One or two?
It's got 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's actually really good Blodge plus movement blitzer with sure hands that he could have just subbed in for it and just started playing the running game.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Speaking
Or
of
he takes some Blodge guards because he can.
Chuck Yeager here with diving catch. He is playing the throwing game, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jump up on this
He
other
does do some
catcher.
stuff.
I
There's,
like this guard lino. Again, guard linos are worth their weight in something.
This ogre's getting close to its death day.
Yeah.
To be honest, he could still just keep it.
You keep it until 51.
Ogres aren't truly like needing doubles on humans.
What do you want to put on it?
Grab like always.
Grab is fine, but like you're not excited about that, and you want to cycle it if you can. Like if it comes a point in the season where you can afford to cycle it, you do it. I don't think you get to do that though if you're
Also
doing a
just
bunch
gonna
of
be
stuff.
like, oh, did he die? Oh man, I don't have an apothecary for him.
Sell
wow.
it to the player market for 190K. Buy some sweeter players.
Yeah. All right.
It's the story here.
Yeah.
That's great. Let's see what happened to these Amazons, because I'm curious what Amazons look like in REL. They're a team I want to try, but
Violent
not.
Ends.
Well,
These violent delights over here.
Agi, strength. These are good. These are good. Minus movement. That's dead. Fresh Blitzer. That was dead. No, you kill it.
Nah,
One.
you can keep that. It's just not great. It's not like he's rocking much blitzer development, and this is after his second season now.
Yeah.
He
This
needs
is
more.
rough.
It's all AV7. That's the life.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's a bunch of
just
blodge.
bad.
It's not good enough.
Yeah, he's just taking lots of hits here, and just he's very TV efficient. The problem is, it's just not even like it's not a third season team here. I would say.
Yeah. I mean, he's
It's rough to say, but the throwers are the best part, and they're not
The
supposed
rest
to
of the
be.
team's not there.
Like, I see the tackle that was taken because you needed tackle desperately, and then you rolled doubles on it, so you have to take guard. That's so rough.
Yeah, it's not even like you have all the stuff you want. Now it needs block, and you have to.
It's only 6 away. You just have to start scoring with this.
Yeah, but
Guard.
now he has a plus strength lineman that also needs levels. And
Yep.
oh look, these blitzers aren't even developed, so now they
Right.
need level.
And the Agi catcher is a touchdown away, and
And
Yeah, you get lots of ands and
the
not
Agi
lots.
thrower is
there are not going to be any Amazons on the market, right?
Nope.
They're newish.
that said,
Yeah.
strong arm on this other thrower. That's kind of cool. That's a double.
Yep, it was the first thrower, and he just kind of made another one, and it got Agi. So it's like, you know what? Let's do it again.
I
Like,
don't know if I agree with the pair of actual throwers.
like
I feel feel like you could have just done one and then just taken more
Line women. Yeah.
So
Like, this would be better as agility line women. It'd be less bloating. But you can't fire it because it's an actual elf on your Amazons, and that's what the Amazons need, is stat freaks.
Yep.
And that's rough. Like, I think Amazons are super cool, and I love them as a gimmick, but you need stat freaks, and you have stat freaks, but you're still getting thrown in a division full of nastier teams.
This is a team that needs another season of development, despite it being, you said it's a 2-season team, right? Like, these all have to be at least.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hopefully this one gets punted down. I hate to say that if you were hoping to like try and claw your way up the divisions, but your team needs a safer place to grow.
That's the real secret, is that... Oh, I'm looking at divisions again, but that's the real secret.
Obviously, Ranmus Namus just wants to run into the chores with him.
Yes. You should end up like
Smack.
in the same division with me, definitely.
And
play
then
my
I
chores
wouldn't mind him
every
either,
day.
you know. I would like that.
I mean, here's the thing. None of the divisions are actually that easy or that safe. Like, we're in REL 5, right in the middle of the pack here, and it's still scary.
Absolutely. Who else do we have here?
Lizards.
Yeah.
Bloxagor. Bloxagor. Oh, it's so good. Look at it.
Bloxagor is beautiful, man.
God.
Score plus Strength Saurus.
He's
has
the king.
A block skink. He used to have a better skink in there, but I believe it just died. Hence the gap. I forgot what it had, but I know it was good. He's going to be developing to be great.
Yep. Like, I honestly think that this agility skink would have probably been better off with sprint rather than diving catch. Or wait, is that diving tackle?
That's diving tackle.
Yeah, it's diving tackle.
I do not like diving tackle next.
No,
time.
not on the
I don't
edge,
like
man.
that at all.
That's signing for death warrants.
I
I would have taken Sure Feet.
Yeah.
Or Sprint, as he said.
Exactly.
Yep.
He can one turn and do good.
I do
Just
like
2
the
pluses.
bench. I do like the bench of extra skinks to keep this thing on the sideline.
Oh yeah,
No.
if you have the money to buy extra skinks is awesome.
Now, how do you like the stand firm, Saurus?
I like one. I don't know that I like second stand firm Saurus before first break tackle Saurus.
Yeah, you take break tackle before the stand firm. I think that's a mistake.
I think it's interesting because now he shuts down sidelines with it.
No, I mean this is
It's
totally viable.
drop.
I don't know. I'm spewing the propaganda. Honestly,
Well, here's the thing. You know what else shuts down sidelines real well? Frenzy-saurus.
yeah, that's true too.
That's what we need with Bopper.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
Tipper wants it. Surf all the black orcs.
Like, I
You
actually...
don't want to surf with Tipper because Tipper's supposed to be like probably a mighty blow guard stand firm piece at the end of its life cycle.
You hate fun.
on.
I get it.
Piling on. Not...
Well, no, that's what Clack's going for.
Yeah, Clax is a piling on one. It's pretty obvious. This team is fantastic. Like, you just get a mix of all these skills, and there's probably a right order, but as long as you get there, I don't think that you can mess it up too hard. I do think that this diving tackle is a mistake, but, like, you know.
That's whatever.
Here's the secret about Agi4 Skink. Love him until he dies his horrible, inevitable death, and enjoy the fact he's just going to get you some touchdowns that you couldn't have gotten otherwise until then.
Yeah. He's going to do the stuntiest shit to people.
There's a
I
reason
think that
there's
this team
no,
is great.
like, skinks anymore.
The unfortunate
Good.
thing here is that there is no bad Saurus to sell to get one off the market.
Yeah, you're basically just trading what you want developed, but the good news is you don't have to play the market.
Your
This is
team's
where you just
already
get to be
perfect.
like, my team's great. It's going great. I can just pick up the stuff to make them better.
You know what you
How do
pick
you
up?
feel about the devastational for this team?
It's
I don't hate
fine.
it because, I mean, he can just try to win it and get some development somewhere.
He's trim.
Yeah.
He's trim, and he could also buy block skink. Like, that's the real thing. Is like, I suspect this is the man who might enjoy your skink.
Flamerid is available. He costs 90k.
It's fine. It's the second block skink. I mean, you get to replace one of these fresh skinks with it if you feel like it. And if you don't, whatever. I understand staying trim.
Having 2 block skinks sounds awesome.
Yeah, 13 man with 2 block skinks and then an Agi 4. Sign me up.
Yeah,
All right. I think.
it for real
That's it for
teams,
this.
right?
Yeah.
Real 5.
All right.
That was REL 5 for Season 8, huh?
That's a cool division. I hadn't actually looked at this a whole lot aside from the one guy I know in here, but like I recognize a lot of these teams, and there's some good coaches in here.
Yeah, a lot of the teams kind of flew under the radar, but I would think that this is probably one of the scarier divisions no one talked about.
Yep.
So too. And this is like, so they have more elves, and then like the ogre here kind of makes them look less like
Yeah,
super
they're like,
violent,
it's not serious here.
but there's certainly a lot of angry strength 4 guys with 9 armor running around in this division.
Orcs,
Plus, I mean,
dwarves,
Corn's Glory's here.
necros.
Yeah,
The most.
You're losing players here.
Yeah, you are. That is the most murderous of chaos I have seen yet. All right.
Well, cool. I'm glad you brought us along for this, Iron Master.
Yep, REL 5 is a treat.
Yeah.
And I would like to thank every coach that's been here, and yeah, it's just been great.
Good luck in the playoffs.
Yeah, guys, good luck. We'll see you next season.
High Fivers is going places, I swear.
It is.